For the 10-year anniversary of Assassin's Creed, we wanted to go back to show how it all began. It fundamentally challenged us to reinvent what it means to be Assassin's Creed.
We allow the fight to be way more responsive, way more dynamic, so that the player can really play the way they want.
In previous ACs, when you attack, the hero and the enemy came together, no matter the distance. This is gone now. Now all of a sudden you're spacing in the fight. If you swing in open air, you can. And you could screw yourself over by doing that.
You've got a literal eagle vision.
Sure, by having a bird's eye view of a location, we're able to tag enemies, tag opportunities.
With your eagle, you'll be able to spot, what the challenge is about, seeing the level, the number of enemies, really scout and plan ahead.
The world is super lush, super exotic.
We want you to enjoy and to actually experience the beautiful world we're bringing to you.
I'd like to introduce you to Hope County, Montana. Vast, beautiful. Today, Hope County's been overrun by a fanatical cult. You find yourself trapped deep in cult territory, cut off from the rest of the world. If you're gonna survive, you and your guns for hire are gonna need to save it. So you've got three right from the beginning, and we've got Nick, and Nick is kind of like this death from above guns for hire, right? Or you can choose Grace, and Grace is super tough, super accurate with the sniper rifle. She's great sort of from up above in the water tower. And finally you got Boomer, which is a fan favorite. Everybody's loving Boomer. It's your dog, your pet, your best friend. And what's cool about Boomer is if you want to be able to go out and play maybe with a little bit more of intention of being stealthy, you can go and actually mark everybody and then choose which one you want Boomer to take. If you're going to survive, you and your guns for hire are going to need to save it. But to do that, well, you're going to need to raise some hell.
Starlink Battle for Atlas allows you to take control of a team of star pilots in a massive, open, living star system, fighting to save Atlas from the Forgotten Legion. Build your custom starship. Link extra armor and heavy weapons to take on a huge Legion Prime.
The beauty of starting Battle for Atlas is that your modular starship is right there at the tip of your finger, and you can reconfigure on the fly at any time.
You've got this ship on your controller, and that's the one you're going to see you can control in the game.
Freedom is at the core of Starlink Battle for Atlas.
Freedom to explore it at your own pace, travel from one planet to another. That's what you're going to be able to do in starting Battle for Atlas.
I'm Justin Farron, the creative director for Skull and Bones. And this is your chance to not just survive, but to climb the food chain and surpass the legend of every pirate who ever sailed the high seas. The ultimate pirate experience. Mastering the ocean at the helm of ships armed to the teeth.
To be able to tell people, hey, I'm working on a pirate game, and it's the pirate game we've always dreamed about. We've always dreamed of playing this game.
The pirates themselves start out with one ship, and over time they're going to collect more and more ships. And that gives them lots of, like I said, play style options and ways to take on their enemies. Not all of the factions are toothless. So when the player encounters these factions, he'll have to make those decisions. Is it a target I can take on by myself?
In order to become the ultimate pirate kingpin.
Again. There was this sort of synergy of, well, we're looking to do something interesting in VR.
You can, for the first time as a player, feel like you are in a movie.
That's a really good word for it. We want you to take off the gear and still feel unsettled.
We have an opportunity with a very new technology, but also a technology with limitations to push a little bit those bounds of what we're used to within the context of VR.
The average gamer who downloads this game, they have a moment where they realize, I have no idea what's going on right now.
But the game hopefully will succeed even more for people who sort of take that next step and like fully give themselves into the world and be like, maybe this isn't as safe as I thought it was.
You were completely safe perfectly safe.
The return of Beyond Good and Evil after almost 15 years.
It is a time when corporations create hybrids in their labs and enslave them to colonize the stars.
Here we are out in what appears to be the countryside. We're seeing some terrain, these isolated temples. There's going to be a lot of exploration on the planets.
Yeah, not just planets, but also space, because the technology here that we have allows us to go seamlessly between the ground, interiors, and space. There's no transition, no loadings, no things like that. So that's the kind of dynamic move you can do into the game, and how you can extract yourself from very dangerous situations.
Nox is firing off the back while Shawnee drives. Is this an experience that players are going to be able to have in the game and share?
Yes, exactly. It's really something that is very important for our game, is that you can play online, and the vehicles are made so that you have different places into the vehicles, and I really like this kind of dynamic when you're playing with someone.
And we will helm massive starfaring vessels through territories as spectacular as they are dangerous. With our crew of crazy and unforgettable characters, we fight in the name of freedom and the right to determine our own fate among the stars.
We've always wondered what could happen if our crazy rabbits were unleashed upon the world of Mario. The dream is reality!
The Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is a tactical adventure. You'll be able to use different type of heroes, different type of weapons in order to battle your way through the kingdom.
Mario and friends, they have to save the kingdom, of course. It may seem odd and weird at the beginning. What? The rabbits in the Mushroom Kingdom? Do they work together?
We have to catch and grab the atmosphere, the poetry that Nintendo uses in all the entire game. At the same time, from the rabbit world, we decided to keep the craziness that the rabbits create. We take something from the Nintendo, the Piranha, and something from the rabbits, the white rabbit itself. The result is an enemy completely new that mixes the aspect of the both.
マリオの純正なアクションの感じとラビッツの何をするか分かんないっていうふざけたことがうまく噛み合った感じがします。
And that's just a glimpse into the game itself.